Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to shell script. So, we are going to talk about another example where we will use getconf utility or get configuration utility in order to fetch the value of maximum input. If you don't know what is max input, no problem. We are going to discuss each and everything regarding that. But before we start the session, let me tell you the process like how we are going to proceed with this session. First of all, I'll show you one script that we are going to use, and on that script we will try some different type of case sensitive values, right? And we will write and we will fetch the information with the help of get utility for max input. Then whatever the output it will return, we will discuss it theoretically. Like if I show you on session second or session B, I have prepared some notes for you, so we will just walk through it like what it means, how we can use it. Okay, so this is regarding the notes. And once every part is cleared, theoretical practical, then we will see like how we can create a cl program through which we can execute the same script. So let's start the session. So first of all, you need to write here work.lnk, which will open this work with the object link screen. From here, you can do page down and look for your directory. For example, I want to take this as a directory. Okay. So here, if I do page down, you can see there are various files and directories already created. Now, from all of these files and directory, I just want to use one file, which is sharmit3.sh. Now, what is prerequisite for this file? The prerequisite is that we should allow file with the permission, or we should grant the permission to a file for execution. Okay, because if your file don't have execution permission, then we are not supposed to execute the shell script. So this is the very important thing, that your script should be in your script should be in executable mode. If it is not, then it will not allow you to run the process or script. So I'm assuming that your script is an executable process. So let me take option 5 over here, or maybe option 2, because we are going to edit it. Alright, so this is the file where we have just kept the multi-line comment for now. So multi-line comment is showing the presenter name, which is Sharmit, session name, which is getconf utility in shell script. And now below to this, I'll insert few blank lines. So let me add I10, although we don't need this much of line, but fine. To write it properly, we just inserted some blank line. Now the first thing is we will try to print some text so that user can see what exactly we are fetching with the help of this getconf utility. So just for that introductory purpose, I'll write here echo fetching max underscore input using, or you can write value using get conf utility. Okay, utility. So remember one thing, that whenever you are writing a configuration variable, always make sure that you are writing it in a capital letter. Although like in this echo command, if you write it in small letters, then also it will work. But the thing is that it is not a good habit, because if you are writing small case here, then maybe at the time of query you will write in small case and it will give you error, because this is case sensitive. Okay, so that's why always better to make a habit of writing configuration variable in capital letters and utility in small letters. Okay, so this is just a text which will be printed on the screen, fetching max input value using getconf utility. So now we will use the actual command. So getconf space and then the value, which is max underscore input, then space, and then the path of your script, let's say /home/sharmit. So for this I want to check what is the max input value. So let me save this code, F3 for save, F3 for exit. Okay, so don't get confused, like when you press 2 times F3, it will take you to this screen after saving it. So from here we will write qsh, and this qsh will take us to this screen where we can run the actual script. So simply write /home /Sharmit /texsharmit /Sharmit3.sh. So this is the path of my file which I want to execute, and it has executable permissions. So hitting enter here, and you can see it is printing the value as fetching max input value using getconf utility, and the value is 512. So what is the meaning of 512? So to understand these things, let's go to the section where we are talking about theoretical. Okay, now I'll explain each and every line in a detail. So the command getconf max input /home/sharmit and its output 512 pertains to querying the maximum number of input character that the system allows for terminal input in the specified directory. Okay, so this is what input characters allowed to the system for terminal input in a specified directory. So we specified the directory as /home/sharmit, so it is, we are talking about that directory only. So let's break down the command into parts. So first thing is getconf. This command is used to query system configuration file, system configuration variables. Okay, then we have max input. What is this? This configuration variable specifies the maximum number of bytes that can be typed in as an input in one operation, such as a single line of input for a terminal device. So it is just showing us the value which is the maximum number of bytes that can be typed in as an input in one operation for a terminal device. Okay, then we put /home/sharmit. What it means? It means the directory for which you are querying the configuration value. So this is the directory for which we are want to find out the configuration value, or configuration value of max underscore input. So in short, you can say the directory specified here is typically not relevant to the terminal input limit, but is required syntactically by the getconf command. And when you run getconf max input /home/sharmit and get the output 512, it indicates that the maximum number of input characters allowed in a single input operation is 512 bytes. This is a limit imposed by the system on the size of input data that can be handled at one time for the terminal input. So I hope this theoretical part is clear to all of you. Now what we will do, I'll just quickly show you how we can run the same script through CL program. But before that, let me tell you a few more things related to case sensitivity. So let me show you getconf space max underscore input. We are directly running the command here itself without writing in a script, because script, so you can see same output we are getting. Okay, so will it work if I change the case for this variable? No. If I hit enter, you can see it is showing configuration variable max input is not valid on this system. So let me run it again, and this time we will correct this. Okay, so will it work if we change this any of the letter or case for getconf? No, still it will not work. Why? Because error found searching command for getconf, because there is no command with a capital G. Command is stored as a small j, so no such path or directory. Okay, fine. So it means whenever we are using this command and utility, always make sure to put everything in a small letters, and in case of variables, everything should be in a capital letters. Clear? Fine. So now it's time to see how we can use CL program to run the script. So this is the program I have already created. I'll just quickly walk you through this. So firstly, you need to write declare DCL, then variable name, type, storage, and length. Then you can write chgvar f4 variable name and the script of path of the script, which is /home/sharmit/sharmit3.sh. Then strqsh and your variable name where you want to execute the script. Let's quickly compile, but I'm not going to compile it because it is already compiled for me. So I'll just directly call it, and you can see it is providing us the output as fetching max input value using getconf utility, which is the constant value or fixed or hard coded value. Then we have value as 512. Okay, so this is how we can utilize getconf utility in order to fetch the information. I hope today's session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.